Hello, this is Rebecca Shadid, and I will be presenting access methods to telecommunication devices as part of the Everyone Connects project run by the Independent Living Centre, New South Wales, and funded by the Telstra Foundation. There are many options that can help the person access their tablet or telecommunication device, such as tablet stands that help with viewing of the device, cases for protective functions and portability, speakers, inbuilt in some cases, but could also be purchased separately with Bluetooth connectivity, or keyboards for people who need physical buttons. Other access methods include key guards, which are designed to enable people with upper extremity disabilities to use a tablet or speech-generating device but are unable to keep their hand elevated above it, or who use a mouth stick. Key guards support the hands and allow them to slide across the keyboard without pressing any keys. Desired keys are depressed through the corresponding keyhole. The key guards also prevent the user from unintentionally pressing more than one key at a time. Latching mechanisms are provided for keys, such as Shift and Control, to hold the keys down while pressing another key. Key guards must be custom-made to suit the app or layout. For example, there's an iPad keyboard in landscape or portrait or for specific apps. Styluses are another cheap and commercially available access method that can help the person who has difficulties with fine motor skills. They come in different length and thickness. They can be adapted in a similar manner to the way you adapt a pencil or cutlery. You can do it yourself or purchase it from a specialized supplier. Eye gaze systems are, as the word implies, it is an access method where the camera tracks your eye movements, and that's how you select certain objects on the screen. Mounting. Positioning of the device is important. You should be able to carry around your communication device with you at all times. That's why mounting is important. You can mount your device to a table or wheelchair. There are different options available that you can check out. Now the last access method is the switches and switch interfaces. Switches come in different sizes, shapes, and features. We have a range of about 15 different types of switches at the ILC. We group them into 3 categories. 1. Mechanical switches, where physical touch with the switch is needed to activate it, such as the Pico button, Specs switch, Jelly Bean twist, or joystick. You can activate them using any body part, not just the hand, such as the head, foot, knee, etc. Mechanical switches are the most commonly used switches with many people with disabilities and have the advantage of providing auditory, sound click, and tactile, the feel of depressing or activating the switch, feedback, which is helpful for people just learning how to use a switch, and for those with visual and cognitive impairments. Different mechanical switches require a different activation force. 2. Proximity switches, where it is enough to come within a certain distance of the switch to activate it, such as the candy corn proximity switch. These switches are activated by the slight movement of a body part, such as a muscle twitch, or a movement to break a beam or to come within a certain range of a switch to activate it. They are useful for people with very limited strength and movement, such as motor neuron disease. 3. Specialized switches, such as the sip and puff switch. The user sips or puffs into a mouth tube to activate and control the device. They are frequently used with people with limited upper limb movement, such as high-level quadriplegia. So you are probably wondering how the switch will allow you to access your tablet or device. Another 2 elements that you need to be able to use a switch access method with your iPad are 1. Switch interface, which act a bit like an interpreter. A simple press of the switch won't be understood by the app, but the switch interface converts the press of the switch into something the app will understand. At the ILC, we have two Bluetooth switch interfaces, the applicator and the switch to scan. Any of the switch interfaces which connect via Bluetooth will reduce the tablet's battery life and also may lose the Bluetooth connection intermittently. Some people find this to be a problem, but others don't. Always check how the switch interface will connect to your device. 2. Switch access scanning is an indirect selection technique or access method used by an assistive technology user, including those who use AAC to choose items from the selection set. Unlike direct selection, such as typing on a keyboard or touching a screen, a scanner can only make selections when the scanning indicator or cursor of the electronic device is on the desired choice. The scanning indicator moves through items by highlighting each item on the screen, such as visual scanning, or by announcing each item via voice output or auditory scanning, and then the user activates a switch to select the item. The speed and pattern of scanning, as well as the way items are selected, are individualized to the physical, visual, and cognitive capabilities of the user. While there may be different reasons for using scanning, the most common is a physical disability resulting in reduced motor control for direct selection. Communication during scanning is slower and less efficient than direct selection, and scanning requires more cognitive skill, such as attention. Scanning using technology has an advantage to allow the user to be independent in controlling the assistive technology for those with only one voluntary movement. Thank you very much for listening.